It all started one Sunday afternoon. Femi was dressed sharply in his blue suit, perfume strong enough to announce his presence 3 houses away. He told his father, "Dad, I'm going out to see a friend." But as he picked his car key, Chief Adewale cleared his throat and said, "Oh, really? And what friend would that be?" Femi smiled sheepishly. "Her name is Amaka." Chief's face changed. "You mean Amaka, the young lady that just moved into the neighborhood?" "Yes, Dad. Do you know her?" Chief chuckled dryly. "Know her? Femi, don't waste your time. That girl is far above your level. In fact, she and I are already talking." "Talking?" Femi's eyes nearly popped out. "Dad, what do you mean by talking?" "I mean," Chief said proudly, "she is interested in a real man who can provide stability, not a small boy still begging me for allowance." Omo, that statement entered Femi like thunderbolts. He shouted, "Dad, you can't be serious. That's the woman I want to marry." But Chief simply laughed, adjusted his cap, and said, "Femi, may the best man win." 1 week later, the rivalry moved to another level. Amaka invited both of them without knowing they were father and son. She told Femi, "Come for dinner by 7 p.m. She also told Chief Adewale, "Sir, I'll be expecting you by 7 p.m. My people, imagine the shock when father and son arrived at the same restaurant, at the same table. Femi entered first, smiling, holding flowers. Then suddenly, he saw his father walking in majestically with a gift bag from an expensive boutique. Both men froze. Amaka's jaw dropped. "Wait, you two know each other?" "Know each other?" Femi shouted, "This is my father." Amaka gasped, her hand on her chest. "Your father?" "Yes," Chief thundered, "and you, young man, are trying to steal my woman." The restaurant fell silent. People turned their heads. Even the waiter stopped carrying food. The embarrassment was too much. Some people started recording with their phones. Imagine trending headline, "Father and son fighting over same girlfriend in Lagos restaurant." That night, they returned home without speaking. The next morning, Femi packed his bags, moved out of the house, and swore never to forgive his father. Meanwhile, Chief doubled down, telling his friends at the club, "Let the boy be angry. I saw Amaka first, and I will marry her if I want." But my people, in all this drama, Amaka was the real winner. She continued to collect from both of them. Love here, money there, sweet words everywhere. Until one day, the truth about her came out. And that truth, it was the biggest disgrace of all. But wait, let me not rush. My people, do you know that not every fine face is what it seems? Sometimes, behind beauty, there is wahala waiting like generator that will never off. That was the case with Amaka. For months, Amaka was playing her game well. To Femi, she acted like a young, innocent lady who just needed love. To Chief Adewale, she behaved like a mature, respectful woman who understood the ways of life. She balanced them like a Nollywood actress in one movie playing 2 roles. But what nobody knew was that Amaka had a third life. One afternoon, Femi decided to surprise her. He left work early, bought her favorite snacks, and drove to her apartment unannounced. When he got there, he saw another man's car parked outside. Confused, he knocked. The door opened, and there was Amaka, wearing a wrapper, standing beside another man. "Femi," she gasped. "Who is this?" Femi shouted. The man stepped forward. "Excuse me, I'm her fiancé, and you are?" Omo, the ground nearly swallowed Femi. "Fiancé?" he stammered. But, Amaka, you told me I loved you." The man looked confused. "Loved you? Amaka, what is going on?" While Femi was still trying to digest his heartbreak, Chief Adewale was also getting his own shock elsewhere. He had taken Amaka to meet one of his close friends at the club. But as soon as the friend saw her, he nearly dropped his drink. "Chief, are you out of your mind? Do you know who this girl is?" Chief frowned. "Of course, she is my future wife." The friend laughed bitterly. "Future wife? Chief, this same Amaka has been dating one of my nephews for almost a year. She's only jumping from man to man collecting gifts." Chief's face went pale. He felt like slapping himself. So, in 1 week, both father and son discovered the same bitter truth. Amaka was not theirs. She was playing them like Ayo game. The final explosion came when father and son confronted her together. In Amaka's living room, they both shouted at the same time, "You lied to me!" Amaka held her head. "Wait, please let me explain." "Explain what?" Femi screamed. "You were my girlfriend." Chief roared. "And you promised to be my wife." Amaka started crying fake tears. "I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I was only trying to survive." But my people, by then, the damage had already been done. Father and son were humiliated, their relationship broken, and Amaka exposed. News spread quickly in the neighborhood. People whispered, "Have you heard? Chief Adewale and his son were fighting over the same woman, and she fooled both of them." The disgrace was too much. Chief could no longer raise his head proudly at community meetings. Femi, heartbroken, swore never to trust women again. And Amaka, she quietly packed her things one night and disappeared from the neighborhood. Nobody ever saw her again. My people, after disgrace comes reflection. Because no matter how sweet gossip is, the truth always teaches lesson. After Amaka's disappearance, the Adewale house was like a graveyard. For weeks, father and son did not talk to each other. Femi stayed in his apartment, angry and bitter. He felt betrayed not just because of Amaka, but also by his father, the man he once called a role model. Chief Adewale, on the other hand, was ashamed. How could a whole chief, respected, wealthy, feared, stoop so low to fight with his own son over a woman? Every time he looked in the mirror, the shame was heavier than his agbada. One Sunday morning, Chief decided enough was enough. He went to Femi's apartment, knocked gently, and said, "My son, please, let us talk." At first, Femi refused to open the door, but after a while, he gave in. Chief sat down, removed his cap, and sighed deeply. "Femi, I am sorry. I should never have competed with you. You are my son, my blood. No woman should ever come between us. I let pride and foolishness control me." Femi's eyes watered. He whispered, "Dad, I also should have told you from the beginning. Maybe this disgrace would not have happened. But you are right, we allowed one woman to break what we built for years." For the first time in months, they hugged. It was not an easy hug, it was heavy, filled with pain, but also forgiveness. And that is where the true lesson lies. Sometimes, in the heat of desire, we forget the things that truly matter. Wealth can blind, beauty can confuse, pride can destroy. But family is irreplaceable. Because the same way you can find another lover tomorrow, you cannot find another father. You cannot find another son. As Chief Adewale himself later told his friends at the club, "If you see me chasing another woman like that again, please flog me." That disgrace was enough for one lifetime. And Femi, he moved on, but now wiser. Anytime he saw a pretty face, he first asked himself, is she worth my peace, or will she bring wahala like Amaka? So my people, the gist of today is simple. No matter how fine, no matter how sweet, no matter how tempting, never let one person scatter the bond of family. Because women will come, men will go, beauty will fade, money will vanish, but family remains. And that is why we say, the day father and son fought over the same woman will forever be remembered as a warning to all of us.